Is for 3-minute rounds of boxing in the middleweight division. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the blue spangled shorts trimmed with the silver and black effect. At the weight he's scaled 11 stone 1 pound. Tonight is his 24th professional ring appearance. Presenting from Hull, Humberside, here is Zygimantas Butkevicius. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the black colour shorts trimmed with white. At the weight he's scaled 11 stone 1 pound 5 ounces. Tonight, he makes his proud professional debut from the steel city of Sheffield, James Rayworth. Timekeeper of the bell is Amjad Ditter from Dewsbury, and the star referee in charge of the action, the always sublime Mr. Michael Alexander, here from his hometown of Doncaster, South Yorkshire, for 3-minute rounds.
Right, let's both know the rules, so let's just have a go at clean fire, okay? Most of all, remember to defend yourselves at all times, all right? Just go.
Here we go then. Big night this for James Rayworth.
But his corner will just told him to relax into it, get that jab working. Nothing too silly, too early. Just settle into this, won't they?
Yeah, no, you can see Butkevicius got on that front foot. He's not like one of those typical journeymen that see that has his hands held high on the back foot. He's trying to work his way through the rounds. He's thrown quite a few punches early on here.
That's good though, you know, it gives Rayworth something to work with rather than just punching against a pair of high-held arms, doesn't it, for 4 rounds. You know, he will get opportunities to land things.
Yeah, and if you ask any fighter, that's exactly what they want their opponent to do, come out and start throwing. You can see the frustration in fighters' faces when they're facing people that just took up, try and get through the rounds. Butkevicius landed a nice right hook to the body in that exchange.
Some nice movement here from Butkevicius, isn't there?
Yeah, Ray was just loading up with that right hand a little bit when he's thrown it early on here. Missed it with a couple of them.
Should we call him Zygis, Luke? He's got Zygis on his shorts.
I think it'll make our lives a lot easier.
Nice little lead left hook and just counter him with a little right uppercut of his own there, Rayworth.
Yeah, it's a nice patient start this from Rayworth. He's not rushed any of his work, even though he is under a little bit of pressure in there.
Rayworth should be pretty well versed in the clinch there. You know, straight away, Zygis tried clinching him up, and Rayworth just instantly tried digging the underhook. Just natural muscle memory from MMA. That it'd be pretty hard for Zygis to clinch him up and make this negative.
Yeah, and especially when you're starting off in your career and fighting these journeymen, that could be a massive asset for him. A nice uppercut on the inside again.
Yeah, nice little inside work again there. Zygis just on the back foot. As you said, Lou, it's a good point that, isn't it? You know, when these opponents do try to negate you early, if you're comfortable in the clinch and comfortable at making space, that's a massive plus for you.
Yeah, and it's always the biggest weakness we see when people are making their debuts, isn't it? When these fighters get in close and they don't particularly know which shots to throw. But Rayworth looked good on the inside. Yeah, and Rayworth has just weathered that early storm from Zygis, and he's just starting to take over. Nice patient opening round this.
Zygis just giving ground a little bit more now, isn't he, than he did at the start. Oh, after the bell there. I know we had an incident in Latvia last week, didn't we? The fighters, well, apparently they did hear the bell and just chose to carry on fighting, but that was a white atmosphere. But I don't think we can give those two that excuse, can we? You know, the bell was clear then and we both just decided to fight afterwards.
Yeah, it could have been nasty, that. No, luckily, no big shots really landed, but, you know, at least the referee didn't have a decision to make, because it could have been disastrous, that. And maybe that's a sign of the nerves he's got. Rayworth in that corner.
Yeah, let's just see how they both react to that. You know, will that have just caused a little bit of friction, a little bit of bad blood, put a bit of aggressiveness into a fight, or will they both just accept that it's just part of the sport and get on with it, get on with what they're doing?
There's certainly no apology for either man. Well, interesting to see how this second round develops.
We usually say the debutant's got the first round under the belt, but Rayworth's got the first 3 minutes and 5 seconds of his career under his belt, hasn't he?
Both trying to land big right hands there early on.
Heads clashed as well. It's getting rough.
Yeah, and it's like you said, they both reacted to that incident at the end of the first.
Reminds me very much of Jay Metcalf, Rayworth. You know, not just what he's wearing, but the way he holds himself as well. Metcalf picked up the Commonwealth title at super lightweight last week. On a show headline by VIP fighter Josh Warrington, who will no doubt get a few words from him on his fight, his grappling match with Kid Galahad last week when he joins us on commentary.
Hez coming in close again on the inside then, as you were talking. He's turning southpaw for a moment, Rayworth. Give her that big right hook over the top.
Takes a right hand from switching southpaw there. He looks physically strong, Rayworth, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he took the shots quite well. He took a couple of big right hands in this round. Nice head movement to get out of the way from Rayworth.
Obviously, we don't know if it's all natural style. Do we switch it in? Maybe it's something he does naturally, but maybe on his debut, just settle down and just stick with boxing right-handed and just get through this one.
Yeah, nothing wrong with getting a shutout points victory on your debut, just to settle your nerves down. Oh, nice right hook to the head and then the body.
Trading right hands again.
Yeah, both men seem happy to take those right hands as well. It's been quite a high tempo this round.
It's been a good fight, hasn't it? You know, Zygis has certainly, we certainly hasn't settled into opponent mode, has he? You know, he's come to win. He's bit marked up around his left eye now.
Yeah, and I think what you said, I think it sparked him into life at the end of that first round. You know, if he did have any ambition before, he certainly does now. That right hook to the body is working for Rayworth so far. Zygimantas is reddening up just down that side. A big right hand again from both men.
Rayworth certainly willing to put himself in harm's way, isn't he, to land one?
Yeah, you can certainly tell it'll be an entertaining fight when he does step up in levels eventually. Seems pretty happy just to stand in the pocket and trade. Corner working on that eye to the left of us. I don't think it's cut, it's just a little nick, a little bit of swelling. It shouldn't cause too many issues for him. Halfway through this one, it'd be interesting to see how the referee scored those opening 2 rounds. He's certainly not had it all his own way, Rayworth in there. Still looks nice and calm in that corner though, both men do.
Yeah, Zygimantas' corner certainly aren't telling him to cover up and be safe yet. You know, I think they can see opportunities for him to land punches.
Yeah, and he's certainly come into this one with ambition. We said coming off a win if he would do, or he'd go back into journeyman mode, and he's come here to win, there's no doubt about that. Nice stab to the body from Rayworth. Yeah, They're not shouts from a corner that want him to just tuck up, like you said, between rounds.
That left eye of Zygimantas is looking pretty angry, isn't it? And there's another right up that lands right on it.
Oh, and I think it hurt him, that right hand. He might have been a little bit off balance when it landed. And maybe that's why Rayworth has turned southpaw, because you can see that Nick just looking for that big right hook over the top. There it is again. And that's certainly the shot for Rayworth.
Yeah, and that's certainly the shot that's made sure that Zygimantas does go on the back foot, isn't it? So it's just knocked a little bit of ambition out of him, that.
Yeah, and he certainly can't keep taking them. Nice left hook to the body from Rayworth. Yeah, he has looked good on the inside. Rayworth in this one, like we thought he would. He's just starting to open up that nick over the left eye of Zygimantas.
Takes a right hand though there, Rayworth, doesn't he? He is open to that, but he looks very strong and very solid. He just seems to be able to take the shots.
Yeah, and he's walked through everything that he's been hit with so far. And the corner don't seem too concerned by it either, so it's clearly something that they've seen before from him in the gym.
They're just telling Rayworth to move to his right and away from that right hand, his corner.
Landed another right hand over the top. Minute to go in this third round. And both men are putting everything into these big shots and ended up unbalanced after throwing them.
Don't forget, tell your friends, www.vipboxing.tv. I think we're the only show in town tonight, so English title action as well. You know, no knockover jobs tonight. It's Reece Mould fighting Sean Davis for the English featherweight title.
Yeah, and if this is anything to go by, we're in for a cracking night of boxing. Been a good opening fight, this one. Into the last 30 seconds, and again, Rayworth trying to tee off. The corner calling Rayworth forward, wanting to put Zygimantas under pressure. And Zygimantas just starting to miss with that right hand over the top. I think Rayworth has just realised what he needs to do to get out of the way of it.
Yeah, clear round. I think that's the clearest round of the fight so far, isn't it? And Rayworth puts it in the bank.
Yeah, there's no doubt about who won that round, and he's just got to build on that now going into the fourth. And he should have the job done, but you know, Zygimantas has shown he's a very live opponent in there. He's got to stay focused for the full 3 minutes now.
Yeah, they'll be very happy. This will be where his lungs are burning and his legs are heavy, all the adrenaline's worn off now, but the end's in sight, isn't it? You know, fought well, made it entertaining for the crowd. He's 1 round away from getting his first victory as a professional.
And we'll see if Zygimantas thinks he can win this fight, if he comes and just tucks up and gets through this last round, or he comes out with the ambition to try and win it, make it interesting on the referee scorecard. Only one scorecard, of course, in this 4-rounder. First of 6 4-round contests we've got for you tonight before the main event. Yeah, just waiting to throw that right hand again immediately, Rayworth.
Nice little uppercut on the inside.
He's landed that a few times now on the inside. Nice shot for him, Rayworth.
I think the most impressive thing about it has been the way he's picked his punches inside, you know.
Yeah, and it's something we rarely see from people in their debut when they look composed on the inside, but he certainly has done. And you can see that's the range he wants to fight at as well. He's been trying to close the distance all night. He's taking a few on the inside. Rayworth there though. And the whole left side of Zygimantas' face is beginning to mark up from those right hands he's been taking.
Yeah. Maybe if he's guilty of anything, he's just walking into range, isn't he? You know, he's not coming in behind anything. You know, he's not using a double jab there. But if he came in behind that double jab, I think he'd have a bit more success. But it's hard to criticise someone on his debut who's on his way to a win.
Yeah, and he's certainly shown attributes that he can be a serious talent. Another big right hand landing again. Oh, and credit to Zaus, he keeps throwing. You know, he's certainly not just tucked up and tried to get through the round.
Solid jabs exchange there. Nice little left hook on the inside from Rayworth.
Both men looking for that big right hand over the top again. Early on it looked like it could be a difficult night's work for Rayworth, and he's certainly done well in the last couple of rounds, so just make it a little bit more comfortable for him.
Has picked up a little war wound, hasn't he? You know, a nosebleed, so Zygimantas has landed something in there to just get his attention in the last couple of rounds.
Yeah, he'll certainly know he's been in a fight when he wakes up in the morning, but 45 seconds left of this one, and it's been a decent debut, this.
He's looking marked up, isn't he? Zygimantas now.
Yeah, he's took some big shots, and credit to him for still being in there. Looking to finish with a flurry, going to the last 30 seconds.
He's definitely more of a thudding puncher, isn't he, Rayworth, and a snappy, lights out with one shot kind of guy, but he definitely does look heavy-handed.
Yeah, and he'll certainly be an entertaining fight. We said it earlier on, but he's proved that as this bout's gone on. Not afraid to take a shot and puts everything into those right hands that he throws. There we have it then, the end of the 4-rounder, and it goes to the referee scorecard.
They both ended up a bit of blood there. Both looked tired, but it's a well-fought, hard 4 rounds that. We think Rayworth's done enough in the last couple of rounds there to pull away. Maybe we're being a little bit harsh on the first two, we're about to find out, but a good performance there from James Rayworth.
Yeah, decent debut and a good choice of opponent as well for him. He's not just breezed through those 4 rounds like so many prospects do. He's had to win each round, if he has indeed won every round. Michael Pass just getting the score of the referee, and he'll announce the result in a moment. But I think Rayworth's got this one. If our scoring is anything to go by, he should have it pretty comfortably.
Here we go, about to get the official announcement. Michael Pass.
2. Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of hard-fought boxing action, star referee Mr. Michael Alexander has scored the contest 39 points to 37 points for your winner. On his proud professional debut from the steel city of Sheffield, James Rayworth. And a fine effort from Zygimantas Butkevicius.
There we have it then, 3 rounds to 1 on the referee's scorecard, and I think that's a pretty fair assessment of the fight.
Yeah, we were trying to work out whether Zygimantas would get rewarded for one of those first 2 rounds, and he clearly picked up the first of a second. Rayworth ran away with it in the 3rd and 4th and just made sure of his victory. But yeah, well deserved and a fair scorecard and a good fight, a good show opener.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.